Hey Nick, thanks for joining us today. I was just curious. You came after the team had been to back-to-back Super Bowls, and so I was curious. What's the best advice you've received from some veterans on the team about how to approach and handle the off season coming off a Super Bowl?
Yeah, first and foremost, man, you just got to rest, spend some time with family, friends, things you don't really get to spend a lot of time on during the course of football season. Then, in terms of football, man, just kind of just regress, rest, recover, stretch it a little bit, and also, man, just football is an annual thing, and so again, you pay your dues annually. So you got to come out the next year, man. You just got to go out there and compete and try to get back into the same thing again. So that's the challenge that we have, as not being complacent, just working every single day to get back to where we want to be.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey Nick, thanks again for this. What do you feel like you grew the most last season in winning the Super Bowl, and where do you feel most excited about this upcoming season?
Yeah, man. I think my leadership role is ever revolving. It's kind of one of those things that just keeps growing as we keep going, and I'm loving it. And so I feel like that's a nice challenge going into this year. I'm trying to up my level of communication, leadership. That's one of the biggest things I know that's going to be needed for this season. And also, man, and just being around the guys, being around your brothers. Some things you miss. You don't really realize it until it's just boom, it's over with, and you just got to spend a couple months just by yourself, and you miss those guys. So getting back in the building with those guys, man, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited when we get back in the building.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hi, Nick. I know you're constantly focused on the opposing offense, but you guys saw Drew Tranquil twice a year. Now he comes into your room, as the leader, as you were describing. What do you think he might bring to the room and to the table?
Yeah, when you come on the tape, man, you can see how intelligent Drew Tranquil is, how much he'll help us in terms of adding more ability to pass coverage, blitzing, runs. He does it all, man. And so, again, a veteran guy, a very veteran for us. We got a lot of young guys in the room. And so having that guy, having that experience to kind of bounce off ideas with, he's seen a lot of football. I know that'd be beneficial for me, especially just me not playing a lot of football. Or I played 2 years, but I still have a lot of football ahead of me. And I'm still learning and still trying to evolve and still trying to learn more. And so having a guy like that in the room, and I've texted him, had conversations with him, and had his ability to kind of pick his brain a little bit. You can tell his IQ's off the charts. So I'm excited for what he brings into the building, and whenever we get to the football season.
Let's go next to Aaron Ladd. Go ahead, Aaron.
Nick, appreciate the time, man. Hope you're well. You talked about wanting to become a better communicator and leader. I mean, it's different skill set from athletics. Like if you want to become a better tackler, you just tackle more and more. But as far as communication, how do you work on that with so many new faces? They're talking about Drew Tranquil. How do you become a better communicator, I guess?
Yeah, I feel like first and foremost is kind of understanding the person, understanding your teammates. That's probably the first and foremost thing. And everybody's a little bit different. Everybody takes leadership a little different, and what gets them going, what motivates them is a little bit different. So I think just having this conversation with them, get to know your teammates, figure out what makes them tick. And after that, man, is just trying to figure out how you can make the best version of yourself to get the best out of them. And I feel like that's kind of the thing I'm kind of evolving about. I understand how to get the best out of me and what I need to do, but also just how to get the best out of the other people around me, how I can get them emotionally invested in every week and every game, and try to get back to the end goal.
Let's go next to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Nick, Todd asked you kind of, about coming off a Super Bowl in your off season, but now that you've got a couple of years under your belt, how do you manage your off season maybe differently than you did, last year or as a rookie? And how important are these, 2 weeks? And Coach Reed says he gives you these 2 weeks to kind of continue the recovery from, a long season. How important are those to you now that you're more of a veteran?
Yeah, most definitely. Coming into the league in my first year, I kind of worked out a little earlier. Kind of try to get more, field work done, agility wise stuff, and just kind of transition long seasons. Kind of got to rest your body, get you come in mentally fresh, physically fresh, and just kind of resting a little bit. Then when it's time to go, kind of ramp it up a little bit and just kind of add a little bit more and find new details. We still got all the way technically until June until we start training camp. So we're just trying to add to your stock until then, whether it be flexibility, IQ, to watch a little tape, hang out with your teammates, bonding, that type of stuff. So I got quite a while until we get towards the training camp part. But I feel like it's just resting your body, being more mentally, physically fresh. I feel like it's important. And Coach Reed does a great job throughout the season, kind of helping us with that, and also gives us an extra 2 weeks off to kind of get more fresh as well.
We've got 3 more. We'll go right down the line, starting with Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Nick, I know you're always looking ahead and trying to get better, but so what's it mean to you that in your second year as a professional, you're already a Super Bowl champ and you scored a touchdown as a defensive player in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, man, it's still a crazy experience, man. I'm still trying to soak it in. It's one of those things that just you keep watching it and you really don't understand the magnitude of it, especially me. It's my second year, so I guess ignorance is not a bad thing in terms of that. But yeah, it's just, man, it's excitement, man. It just makes you feel ready to go for the next season. A lot of people talk about winning a Super Bowl and how addicted and how that emotion, how that feeling is, man. And you can't really explain it until you win one. Then it's also like you're always trying to get another one. So that's kind of like my mindset is, man. I'm just kind of gonna come back in day one, kind of scratch the surface, man, start over, and just trying to get better every single day and trying to get back to that end goal.
Last two, we'll go Adam and then Nate. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Nick, similar question to what Matt Derrick asked you a couple minutes ago, but you played a lot of snaps last year during the regular season. You played a lot in the 3 playoff games. So what have you been up to since the Super Bowl to sort of try to recover from all that workload?
Yeah, man, I just been resting, sleeping, spend a lot of time with my family and my dog, man. I feel like that kind of helps me refresh. I'm a big family guy. Be around my family, my friends, and that's probably the biggest thing for me. Spend a lot of time during football season, kind of locked in, kind of away from those things. And so when I get a chance to be with family and enjoy that, man, that's probably the biggest thing for me. It helps you get mentally fresh, physically fresh. You understand your why and why you're doing it. I feel like that's important, especially when you got a long season ahead of you, especially with ups and downs of how football is. And again, things can change in a light flash. And so just taking the chance to be around family and enjoy those little things that we really take for granted, I feel like that's huge.
We'll go last to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
I'm going to ask 2 quick ones, Nick. I'll give an assist to Todd. What kind of dog do you have? What's the dog's name? And then secondly, when you compare to what you envisioned it would be like to win a Super Bowl and to go through a championship parade, was it comparative to what you envisioned or was it slightly different?
Yeah, first, my dog got an XL bully. St. Hendricks is his name. He's 1 now, the biggest baby you'll ever see. Man, he's a whiner, man, for a pit bull. But in terms of Super Bowl, man, again, Chiefs Kingdom was great, man. The parade, even after the parade, just around the community, the energy that when the Super Bowl brought back, man, it was phenomenal. Those guys, Mizzou guys, Mizzou grads, Mizzou alums, they've been great as well, man. Every time I see them in public, man, it's big MIZ, so I'm loving it, even at the parade. And so winning the Super Bowl, man, it was everything I expected it to be, even more. Even playing in that venue and having that moment with my family after the game and winning. And again, it's more and more what you ever can expect it. But again, it's kind of the feeling now. I'm feeling like I want to do it again. So that's kind of like my mindset, and that's kind of where I'm going from here.
That cover you, Nate? We good?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Nick.
Perfect.
Appreciate it.
All right, Nick, we appreciate you joining us. Thanks for taking the time.
No problem. And I appreciate everybody. It's good seeing y'all again.
You too. We'll see you soon.